What's up YouTube, Dale here from Zephyr Wargames, bringing you our third £30 or less budget competitive deck. So as you can see before you, I have Igknights. Without further ado, we're going to crack on with that and then we'll go through some of the price ranges for the cards. So Igknights are basically a pendulum deck, scales 7 to 2, sorry. And they rely on filling up the scales, popping themselves, searching out more, filling up the extra deck, and then just going bang and getting a whole line of monsters out ready to go. So without further ado, we'll crack straight through and I'll show you what we got. So thanks to the Megatins, you play 3 Ignite Templars. Now again, because of the Megatins, this is probably dropped to a few. You could possibly the baseline. You pick up the playset for about £5. A little bit higher than that. I wouldn't pay any more than £3 per one. So 3 Ignite Templar. Now, obviously they're vanilla cards, so they don't have monster effects. Their scale effects are all the same. If you have an Ignite card in your other Pendulum Zone, you can destroy both cards in your Pendulum Zone, and if you do, add 1 Fire Warrior monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. 3 Ignite Margrave. Again, common, 10p each, probably cheaper. 3 Ignite Gallant. Again, common, cheap, easy. So, and you see that they kind of go to pairings, so Margrave and Gallant go together, 7 and 2s. So it's got such a range of levels. I think it's got 3, 5, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So you could use Reason if you really wanted to, but I wouldn't recommend it. So this build is pure Ignite, so there's quite a lot of monsters. So you play 3 Crusader. Again, this one is only a couple of quid. It's super. Again, playset for a £5 if not cheaper. 2 Ignite Squire. Triple Ignite Paladin. Triple Cavalier. And triple Veteran. So just by playing 3 of these guys, 3 of each of those, you have a great stack of monsters there. And then, like I said, it's basically, even if you've got 2 of the same scale, you put them in the scales, you pop them, put them in the extra deck, search out whatever you need. So let's say I need scale 2, search out scale 2, you put down 2, 7, pendulum these guys back out, and then you could pop the scales if you wanted to. So it's just another way of filling up the board and just going for broke. I play 1, so the only one that isn't Ignite is Ultimate Baseball Kid. Now the reason I only play 1 of this guy, again, it's really cheap, and you increase the attack of this card by 1,000 points for each fire monster on the field other than this card. Send a fire monster other than this card from the to the graveyard, inflict 500 points of damage to your opponent's life points. So that's not once per turn. So if you have a board of Baseball Kid, and obviously he can be searched off of the Ignites pop effect. If you have a board full of them, he's gaining 4k, so he's a 4.5 attacker. You beat through whatever, beat through with the rest, and then his effect is not once per turn, so you just go pop, 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 and then pop the last one. You've done an extra 2k damage, as well as filling up a board. You can easily bump this guy up to 2. So he's a really good card. Common, again, he might be a little bit more expensive than the other commons, but you can just pick him up cheaply. He's not that hard to find. Now on to the spells. Oh, throw them everywhere. Again, we play quite a heavy spell lineup. So we play 1 Terraforming and 2 Ignite Phoenix. So Ignite Phoenix basically is another way of popping your card. So if you only have the 1 scale, you can still pop it. All Ignite monsters on the field gain 300 attack and defense. Once per turn, you can target 1 Ignite card you control, destroy it, and if you do, add 1 Ignite card from your deck to your hand. So if you've only got that 1 card and you need to pop for another scale because you've drawn into the same scale, you pop that card, search out what you need, and then off you go. 3 Summoner Arts, because they're all vanilla, so you can search your Gallants, Margraves, and up. 2 Ignite Reload, again, really cheap thanks to the Megatins. So all of these commons here, 10p's again. Summoner Arts maybe a little bit more, but commons in structure deck for the Summoner Arts, you get fun with that. And Ignite Reload's a couple of quid thanks to the Megatins. Double Dark Cold, because it's cheaper than Regeki and still does the job. 1 Rhoda, again, really cheap, pick that one up. Double MST, cheaper than Twin Twisters, but I mean you could easily put Twin Twisters in this deck if you wanted to, thanks to the tins again. And that's it for the spell cards. Now onto the traps. Rare Skill Drain. Pick it up for £1. Dirt cheap. Your cards are vanillas, so it's not going to get affected by this. Really good card. The other, probably second expensive card, and it's only because it's harder to find, is 2 Tyrant's Throws. Now this card is amazing with your deck, so you activate by tributing 2 normal monsters except tokens. Neither player can normal or special summon effect monsters. So you basically just lock your player out, you lock your opponent out, so you stop their effects of Skill Drain, and then you can lock them out with Tyrant's Throws. So that's kind of how, and obviously your bigger beat sticks of your Igknights are Gallant and where are you? Cavalier. And basically, so he can go up to 27, or she can go up to 27 with Ignition Phoenix, the field spell on board. And then you just basically you sit on a 27 beater. Now, obviously, the biggest issue with playing it like this, Tyrant Throws and Skill Drain, is you can't, if your opponent has something bigger than 27, you're stuck. They can just, it's just basically whoever has the bigger beat stick wins. But by the time you're activating this, you're stopping them getting their bigger beat sticks on board. And of course, so when we get to the extra deck, I'll show you what else we've got. So that's it for the traps and the main deck. Now onto the extra deck. Again, very budget, as cheap as they can be. Could sell at M7, gold, £1, maybe less. Photon Strike Bowser, pick that up in common, 10p. Gauntlet Launcher, Mega Pack as an Ultra, again, real cheap. Shark Fortress, common, real cheap. Pick that one up. Vulcasaurus, gold, cheap again. Blade Arm Ninja, so obviously all your Igknights are warriors. Once per turn you can detach 1 material from this card to target 1 face-up ninja monster you control. This turn it can make a second, can it attack twice this battle phase, so obviously you target himself and bang bang, double damage. Gaga Cowboy, Castell, again, all really cheap. 101, really cheap. And then Heroic Champion Gandiva. So basically, there's 2 level 4 warriors again. Once per turn, when a level 4 or lower monster or monsters is special summoned to your opponent's side of the field, except during the damage step, you can detach 1 material from this card, destroy that special summon monster or monsters. Again, Gandiva, a couple of quid. It's not a high meta card, so really cheap to pick up. Heroic Champion Excalibur, just in case you need to get over a bigger beat stick. And then if you do activate Skill Drain or Tyrant's Throws, you can get into Gem Knight Pearl. So because he's kind of like a vanilla XYZ, if you have 2 level 4s on the board and you need to beat over something that's 2500, you go straight into Pearl, clear it, and then you're okay to sit on there. And then we play 1 Ghost Trick card. Now this is a Grand Pulse. I just don't have it on me in this deck. But yeah, Alucard would be a Grand Pulse. Or if you're on a really tight shoestring, you can probably pick up a rare Alucard cheaper than you can Grand Pulse. And then 1 number 47 Nightmare Shark. Again, really cheap card. Came in the tins, and to detach and then attack directly for game makes life so much easier. Now it is only a 14 card extra deck. You can put in whatever you feel necessary to finish this off. Like I said, it can make 6s, 5s, 4s and 3s. So anything else that you want to put in here, you can. Like the green Mecha Phantom Beast. Not Mecha Phantom Beast, sorry. The green Quantum, because he's kind of like a quick Book of Moon. You can also put Gargoyle Samurai in there. You can put Artifact Durandal. So there's quite a few other options that you can use that still keep it on a shoestring budget. So again, Igknights are a bit of an odd one. You've got to make sure you maintain your scales in hand, but as soon as you get ahead, they're quite like a Morphages, but not locking out. As soon as you get ahead, and if you lock them out with the traps, you just flood the board with vanillas and beat and go. But then obviously they do have their weaknesses, which is why they never got meta, because the second that they get something, if you're relying on your traps to lock your opponent out, the second they get into something that has something bigger than 26 or 27 with your field spell, you're kind of in a bit of trouble. But they are definitely fun to play. I mean, I really enjoyed them. I did a tournament once, and I think I went 4-1. And it's just the fact that I didn't even lock my opponent out. It's just the fact that they can boost out so many different levels and ranks, and then you just go off. There is a synchro version on this. You can put in, if you wanted to change some stuff for synchros, you do have Ancient Pixie Dragon, Azure Eyes, Star Eater, Scarlight, Red Dragon, Archfiend. They're all really cheap because of the tin reprints. And then you put in place of 2 cards, you can put in 2 Comrade Swordsman. You can also put in Draco Slayer in this one, Luster. Not Lust. Yeah, Lust. Sorry. It's a long day, guys. Long day. You can then obviously go into Ignister and take your opponent out that way. So there's definitely different options with this deck. You can take it synchro wise. You can take it XEs wise. You can put in Painful Decision now that it's a little bit cheaper. Unexpected Die as well is another good one. It just helps you flood your board. I mean, if you special summon out an Ignite card, you can pop it with the field spell, and then you're just plussing in your hand. And as long as you keep hold of a set of scales, if you're going second, just in case your opponent pops them, you're okay. And then it's not the end of the world, because if you have your scales in hand and your opponent pops them, they're helping you out. So yeah, fun deck. Again, the same as the rest. It can be built for £30 or less. They're not going to change the world. They'll definitely be fun for you to play out. And if you want to get into a pendulum kind of deck, this is a nice cheap one to go with, along with Performer Pals. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out our competition for Mega Tin packs in the link in the description below. I'll be announcing the winners for those hopefully Thursday the 8th of September, so next week. So you've still got a bit of time to catch up with that. Let us know what you think of the deck below. And again, it's just for fun. It's not going to change the world. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. And as always, happy dueling.